The sharp voice sliced through the peaceful park air, freezing everyone. A well-dressed blonde woman was pointing angrily at a quiet black teenager sitting on a bench. He clutched his phone, visibly confused. Jamal Anderson, 15, was simply waiting for his mom. The woman, later identified as Catherine Miller, a resident of wealthy Stamford, Connecticut, accused him of loitering. "He's been here for hours. This place is for families, not people like that." Her tone carried more than concern. It was pure prejudice. Jamal, an honors student and the son of federal judge Linda Anderson, stayed calm. He'd been taught never to make sudden movements. But fear crept in, as Catherine dialed 911. "There's a suspicious black male in the park. Send someone." 3 police cars arrived minutes later. Officers approached Jamal, who stood up slowly, hands visible. "I'm just waiting for my mom," he said. But Catherine kept shouting, "He was prowling around." "I told him to leave." Before things escalated, a black sedan screeched into the parking lot. A tall woman in a black blazer emerged, her presence commanding. It was Judge Linda Anderson. She walked straight to Jamal. "Are you okay, son?" He nodded, eyes wide with relief. Catherine, still defiant, demanded, "Who are you to interfere?" "I'm Judge Linda Anderson," she replied coldly, "and this is my son." Turning to the officers, she asked sharply, "Can someone explain why my son is being treated like a criminal in a public park?" The lead officer, Sergeant Black, stammered, "Ma'am, we received a call." "About a black teen sitting on a bench?" Linda snapped. "You think that's suspicious?" Catherine interjected. "I was protecting the community." "From what?" Linda asked. "A boy quietly waiting for his mother?" The crowd that had gathered was silent. Phones were recording. Linda turned to Catherine. "You didn't call because of his behavior. You called because of his skin color." "That's not protecting. That's profiling." Sergeant Black shifted uncomfortably. Linda pressed further. "What policies do you have to prevent responding to racially biased calls? Today could have ended in tragedy." Turning to Catherine, Linda added, "Your actions were dangerous. Your fear could have cost someone their life." The weight of her words hung heavy. Catherine, shrinking under the pressure, whispered, "I didn't mean harm." Linda stepped forward. "Number. You meant control. And your bias is exactly why this conversation is necessary." She then addressed the crowd. "This happens every day to young black people, judged, criminalized, silenced, but we won't stay silent." Later at home, Linda wrote a formal complaint to the police department and filed charges against Catherine for false reporting. She also demanded mandatory racial bias training for all officers and a policy review for handling such calls. The story went viral. Videos of the confrontation spread across social media. Linda's calm strength and Jamal's dignity resonated widely. Community groups rallied. Even Catherine, publicly shamed, requested to meet. Linda agreed, but was clear. An apology won't undo the harm, but maybe this can be a lesson. Catherine was sentenced to community service in a racial bias education program. At one session, Jamal stood up and spoke. "I shouldn't have to fight to exist in peace." His words hit hard. Catherine cried. Change had begun. The police department implemented Linda's recommendations. Schools invited Jamal to speak. "You turned pain into purpose," Linda told him proudly. A quiet afternoon in the park had become a spark for justice. For Linda and Jamal, this was only the beginning, but it proved that voices raised with courage could start a wave.